Coaches, welcome back. Football Talk with Coach Chip. Like try to tell you, I am trying to be viewer slash subscriber driven. And I've gotten several emails over the course of time about the Buck RPOs and how to do it. And so I got one recently, and it kind of put me over the hump, put me over the edge, so to speak, of what to do on to do a video dedicated just to the Backside RPO and not confuse it. Because what I was going to do, the coach emailed me and I was going to go back. I went back into my files, YouTube, and I was going to send him links. I said, hey, that's a great way to get him to watch another video. But, and then I saw it was like all, I mean, it was there, but it's mixed into a bunch of other stuff. And so what I decided to do is make one just about Buck with a Backside RPO. Okay? Don't forget, subscribe, like, share. Okay? Tell your friends about it. All right, let's get started. All right, now here you see, I'm going to just show it, run to the right. If you'll, coming soon, Big Book of Bucks. Okay? And with that, you'll get, not tech support, but you'll get me support. You can hit me up anytime to explain anything. Don't forget, my playbook is out. At the end, siegel.chip@gmail.com. I'll put it down in the comments below, along with some links. And you can hit me up at siegel.chip and ask how to get my playbook, in which this stuff is in there. And then the Big Book of Bucks coming soon. I had said by the end of January of 2022, but with some other issues going on, unforeseen circumstances, ain't happening because I want to do it right. And I'd rather be late and go back on my word, so to speak, than do a half-a job. All right, let's look at it. Now, I'm not going to get into how to block it. I'll link those down below. We'll talk about how I block it and all that good stuff. Talk just about the RPO part, because the emails I'm getting from coaches, these guys know how to run. You guys know how to run, Buck. Okay? Most of you old wing T guys, you're just like me. You've gone to gun. Some of you are running true gun wing T stuff. Some of you like me, kind of spreading it a little bit and still using a sniffer, an attached sniffer to run the buck like you see here. Now you can do it with a tight end right here. You can bring him in and you can have that four-man surface over here on the strong side with the guard, tackle, tight end, and the wing, okay? Just like my good buddy Kenny Simpson does in Arkansas. He has some great stuff on this. And he runs like a true gun wing T. Well, to me it is. And then you got Rick Stewart running his version of it, which is kind of a pistol looking thing. I know that it's outstanding. And he was one of the ones that really got me rolling and looking at it years ago when I was still under center. But back to this. All right, here's the coaching points. All right. Now, snap is made. As soon as the snap is made, quarterback's eyes, this is the backside read, go to the first linebacker backside. And that's the one I got in blue here, the wheel, right chill. Okay? Now, he does not look at the running back at all. You got to rep this up. You got to do mesh period. You got to keep him after practice. You can do this stuff. Even if you live in a state where you can't get footballs out, get you a rag, get you a towel, roll it up in a ball like a sock ball, whatever. It can be anything. Okay, and have him practice. And you can just stand over there holding your fingers up. And I don't try to trick them. Either one finger or two fingers. It's going to be a one or a two. You got a 50-50 chance. And over again, he's catching that snap, putting eyes on you. And it can be the other quarterback. It doesn't have to be the running back. If you can just get two or three quarterbacks together with a coach, you can practice this year round. Okay, you can do it in a classroom. It doesn't take any more space than that. Just move the desk out of the way. You can do it in the commons area of your school. You can do it in the gym, but the basketball team's not in there. Anywhere you can find. And once the quarterback gets it, the running backs are going to figure it out. Okay, but here, back to my point. We're going to take that ball and extend it as far as we can extend it backside. Okay, away from this is buck right, so extend it at an angle, like a 45-degree angle, with eyes on Will. Secure the snap, eyes go straight to Will. Running back comes right here. Some guys like to put him here, kind of like Auburn used to do, Gus did, and then run it, at an angle. Or some people want to do him true sidecar. I kind of like sidecar. Some put him this close. It's whatever, guys. Told you before. Coaching's like cooking and salt. You season the taste. Now, he fits up, the running back fits up over the football. Okay? And when the quarterback feels the fit, and this comes with rep, 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 rep. Just like I want you to think old schools, 1970s, 80s, triple option football. How many times did you have to rep it when you were a player? If you're a coach as old as me and you were still running the bone and the veer back in the 80s and the option out of the eye, the true triple, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we'd go half line and run. Back in the day, man, we'd run veer right for an hour, half line. Get a water break, veer left for an hour. All right, boys, see you tomorrow. 2 hours, practice 2 plays, same play, right and left. But tell you what, after a few days of doing that, we learned it. You got to do this. But nowadays, with off season, you can get that done without having to do it that way. So he fits up over the football. Quarterback, this is the coaching point I use. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay, 2 shuffle steps. Shuffle, shuffle as you're reading the wheel. As you're reading the wheel. Shuffle, shuffle. I tell the running back, when you clear that joker, and it'll be about right in here, you're going to extend, shuffle, shuffle, so you'll be about where the play side guard was when that running back clears the hip, because quarterback's shuffling over to here. When he clears that play side hip, I tell the running back, I tell the quarterback, if that ball's still in your belly, you lock down. Worst case scenario, we're still running buck and we still got it blocked except for this cat here. We got a chance. And that's the other thing. Tell the quarterback, if in doubt, give to live. If in doubt, give to live. That's what I tell him. Because we're still blocking the run. Okay? Because remember, we want to run the football. What the RPO does, it keeps this joker, once you start throwing it, it keeps him from triggering on that backside guard. And you get a run through right here. You get a really good athletic backside guard, bam, coming right here. Now, if it's a 3-3, who's the first linebacker backside on a 3-3? The stat guy, the one behind the end, lined up in what I call a 40. He's in a 4 technique at linebacker depth right here. That's your read. If it's a 3-3, that's your read. Doesn't change. Block it the way you block a 3-3 on your buck. And by the way, if you're not a buck guy, if you're a pin and pull guy, the read's exactly the same. The read is exactly the same. You're still reading this cat. First linebacker, backside. Okay, they give you a 5-1 box. It'd be the first one outside. It'd be the first one backside. It is the first linebacker backside of the play on the backside RPO. All right, if that joker does this or this, or if he blitzes on the snap, that's an automatic disconnect. You're hosing right here. Okay, if he sits, he just sits right here. He's static. And I'm going to show you a video where the guy did that. Quarterback misread it, but he threw a dime in there. If he sits, give it. If he sits, give it. If he drops, give it. The only time you're going to pull it, and you come up with the term you want to come up with, okay? I tell him if he does anything besides trigger, you're giving it. If he sits, drops, widens, whatever he does, if he's not committed to the run, you're giving. It's a run play. Remember, the first letter in RPO is R, which stands for run. You teach that quarterback, don't be afraid to pull it, but if you got a doubt, give to live. Okay, so it's real simple. Now, over here, I run at a slight angle. I put my outside foot back. On the third step, we're going to crack inside right here, break it inside right here. Okay? Now, I've run it where it's a slant, and we've hit that guy on the run. I've run it where we tell him to slow down when he's open. And a good friend of mine, he has his guys sit down right where behind the wheel would have been. Okay? And it's a good thing because the quarterback can't even see the joker. If the wheel doesn't trigger, he can't even see him. So it's an automatic give if he doesn't trigger. Okay? Now, here's what can hurt you. If they're in man and he carries inside right here. And a lot of y'all have seen this because I've had it on videos, but never dedicated just this one play. That's all it is. You ain't got to look for it, and it's going to be titled that. If he triggers and comes right in here, and the quarterback doesn't see that, because what's the quarterback looking at? Only this. There are 22 football players on the field and what, 5, 7 officials. Quarterback's looking at, out of close to 30 people, he's looking at one guy on this RPO. One guy. He won't see that outside backer or on my diagram do this. So this guy triggers, hauls butt right here. He's got to run through from heaven. Linebacker dream right here. He's fixing to make the tackle right here on the cut. Okay? Quarterback disconnects, squares up, flips his hips, goes to throw. Will has carried inside, not Will, this backer has carried inside and taken that away. As soon as he does that, redirect, boom, this 5-yard under right here. Steps, irrelevant. Tell your guy run a 5-yard under. Okay? Now, I like, because I'm a fade guy, I like him breaking out at an angle, pushing that corner right here, thinking fade, because we run it a lot. I didn't say we throw it a lot. I know it's not a high percentage play, but you run it a lot, scaring the patootie out of this corner. You get him running here a lot. So you're pushing his butt outside, and then you're cracking that under right there. You're just breaking off, running that under. Okay, you'll see that on video I'm about to show you. This is good stuff. Now, and again, some of you've heard me say this. If that outside backer carries inside right here, and that corner is locked down, boom, Revis Island style, you don't want to be running RPO, Halls. You need to be running the cockeyed football. Okay? Because they're good in the back, they're good in the secondary, they're good in the defensive backfield. So, boom, boom, right there. So here you got it. This is the Buck with the backside RPO. Remember, you got your pre-snap quick leverage over here to make the force stay out here a little bit, make it a better block for your front side guard. I didn't get into that because questions have been about what's your coaching point? What do you tell him? Tell the quarterback, if that guy triggers, disconnect. If that guy sits or does anything else, if he does anything besides come to the line of scrimmage, give it. Give to live. Okay, because look, we got a guy. Everybody's got a guy. We don't have a guy for him. Tell your quarterback that's his guy. He's blocking that guy. Okay? So even when you're just with the quarterbacks, you have him practice. Look at, coach, you stand over there. One finger, two finger. One finger, two finger. Y'all see me. I'm holding up my fingers like you can see me. One fingers or two fingers. One finger or two fingers. It doesn't matter. Okay? And tell them. Every time they got to read it. And if you catch them not reading it, if they're wrong, push-ups. Whatever. Consequences, ramifications, repercussions of them not doing it right. They'll learn it, and you can do it in the off season. Okay, your quarterback's a basketball player. So basketball's over. Get his butt in the gym or get his butt in the office, the weight room. Work with him 5 minutes every day. Okay, 5 minutes every day of him putting his eyes on you. All right, let's look at a video. Okay, here's the video. See, we're running the same way I showed you in the diagram. You got your wing back or your H right here, and I'm running it with a split in over here, and I got two over here. All right, running back right here is going to run the buck right through here. Boom, right there. Okay, line's blocking buck. We don't get a really good block right here. On the end, he's right in the quarterback's face right there when the ball's gone. That just gives you, it shows you it works. Okay. All right, he is going to run the glance or slant, whatever you want to call it. Now, watch, he's going to catch it on a run. Okay. He's going to run the under right here. And he kind of drifts upfield a little bit. That's a no-no. You got to work with him. Stay flat because that's going to be open. If this guy triggers, boom, that linebacker, that's the read, by the way. That's the read. Let me clear it up. Here's your read. And you'll watch him. He kind of stayed flat-footed, and the quarterback threw it anyway. Now, he had a heck of an arm. And he still has a heck of an arm. All right. And he's going to come right here, boom, right in front of that safety. He's going to back up, and then that's going to leave this guy right here wide open. But we go ahead and we throw it to the slant, the glance, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's watch. Boom. That's a sweet pass. Okay. Now watch this. See, we've already run it several times in the game, and this is the second game of the season. So they'd seen us do it the week before. And so they leave him there. That's good though. Because look, that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. 5 guys to stop the buck because he's not pursuing it. Okay. He's staying backside. And I don't care if this guy here's spinning down. We're in good shape. That's a good football play, okay? They got 5 guys to stop 6 that are blocking them because you got your 5 right here and your wing back or your H, I call him, and then 6 with the running back. This right here, this team jumped on us early. We had a couple of mistakes defensively, a couple of busts, and we did this and got back in it and barely lost. They were defending state champs. All right, watch it again. Right here. Nice ball. Boom. Safety misses. And notice there were the other safety. Where'd he go? Watch this. Boom, bad angle. Good job. Now, you see that? That guy had a kill shot and he missed it. Okay, this is why you may want to do this. Okay, now if you'd have done that, that guy would have been sitting here probably. But that was a bad read. But now you see how it works. Okay. Well, there you go. You got it. Okay. That's it for this episode of Football Talk with Coach Chip. Remember, email me at siegel.chip@gmail.com. Okay. Ask me about how to get a copy of my playbook. It's selling really well. Just send me an email. Say, Coach, I want your playbook. Okay. How do I get your playbook? I'll send it to you. I'll send you the Venmo and the Cash App and say, hey, if it's worth it to you, if you like it, send me Cash App me or Venmo me $20. If you don't like it, delete it. No harm, no foul. Okay, it ain't for everybody. All right. My big book of bucks is coming out real soon. Be on the lookout for that. As I tape this, record this, it is middle of January of 2022. If you're listening to this thing later in 2022 or anytime after that, it's out. So go ahead and email me. That email address will still be good until the day I leave this world. Email me. I'll send you a copy of it. I'd send it as a Google slide. Okay. If you don't have Google slide, it'll come as a PowerPoint. And then there you got it. Okay. Now it's made where you can't share it, but you can print it and you can share it with your kids. You can do it as a presentation, show it to your coaches, show it to your players. All right. Until next time. Hey, you guys, y'all know what I'm going to say. Be elite.